It's Madden NFL 23. And up next, we're going to look at Damian Harris.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Well, the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
They'll start the... And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
So here are the Patriots now in excellent field position to start things out.
And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Touchdown, Patriots. Tyquan Thornton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now let's talk about Kenyon Drake. He's got to clear his mind a little bit right now. 1 carry, and that carry was a lost fumble.
Clear his mind, clear his hands, and just let this one go. Sometimes it happens. You drop the ball. Got a full game ahead of him. Hand it to him again. See if they can start to produce.
Finding Knox there, complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
On the option, here's Drake.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Marking down at the 49. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
It also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now Allen again.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
A check on the numbers for Kenyon Drake last week. 14 carries, 77 yards.
Well, obviously, he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Pats are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. The Patriots hit 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Herbert on first down now. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on second down. Herbert. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Completes this one to Thornton. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. New England on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Herbert going to keep it on the sneak. And he is going to pick up a Patriots 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. So this offense able to convert on 4th. And now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Running the jet sweep. Thornton. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 5, 2nd and 4. On the give, this is Harris. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Damian Harris. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Lutz good on the extra point. And it's now 14-0. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And it was Damian Harris who finished things off with a touchdown run. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. From the 6. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Now Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Up the middle they go with Drake. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, that was big right there because they're the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. Meanwhile, Allen's throw complete here to Ayuk. Three yards remain for 2nd down. Allen. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Allen going to throw. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 38-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. And that went too far in front. They couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, it looked like it marched to the end zone. It's hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of 32 that time.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively. They're on first down, holding them to a short gain.
They'll try again with Drake. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. The kick by Bass is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 47 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On first down, it's Herbert. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down. Herbert. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
On first down, Justin Herbert. Right side, Thornton with it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They hand this off to Harris. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw pulled in by Robinson here. Sharp there with his feet, gets him a little extra space, and then drop just inside the 20. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Herbert now. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 46. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this will remain an 11-point spread.
And I think there on the left hash mark, he's just aiming down the middle and hoping to hit it true. But this ball started right and start working away from it, and it's going to wind up wide of the mark.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Here's Allen to throw it. Pass delivered successfully to Knox on the out route. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Charles, he lost a fumble last week as well, so now back-to-back weeks, maybe you expect that from your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right, because you work a lot with your running backs about how they have to protect the ball in traffic. But downfield, in open space, that's dangerous as well, because you may make someone miss, and their flailing hand can knock the ball away if you don't tuck it away.
Now Herbert following the turnover. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He's going to go up top again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Patriots to take over. They've got the lead here, trying to make amends for that loss last week against the Denver Broncos. They start this drive now, 1st and 10. Harris starts the drive on the ground. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage. But it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Herbert on third down now. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
Herbert's throw pulled in by Robinson here. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Herbert. Being chased out one, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. The Patriots send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points. Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll force upon them a 3rd and 14. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now here's another carry for Harris. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now it's Herbert. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Open man downfield, that's Smith-Schuster. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Tackled by A.J. Epinesa.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
80 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. They'll try and run with Harris. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Damian Harris, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it was Damian Harris who finished things off with a touchdown run. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. From the 6. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Allen off the play fake. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation, very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make...
Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. We get set for the 4th quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. Running the jet sweep, Thornton. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that, plus 3.
On second down, this is Harris. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Smith. Touchdown! Jonnu Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Lutz good on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was Jonnu Smith, the big tight end, who capped the drive with a touchdown reception. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Eluding the pressure right. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football.
There's been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Now a throw here to his running back. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Partner, normally double coverage is reserved for receivers or tight ends, but this time they actually targeted the running back with it, and it still wasn't enough. He attacked the defense and got in a great position to haul in the catch and get a nice gain out of it.
On 2nd and very short, Herbert. Complete. Smith has it.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. A CD, they're not big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And the Bills force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. Well, they get a fourth quarter pick. Well, something to hang their head on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's second down. Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Drake. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Allen going to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Drake. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Allen's throw complete here to Ayuk. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And again, it's Allen. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They're going to pass here with Herbert. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And this one is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And here come the Bills. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because They're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
To throw again on second down. Allen. This goes out wide for Drake. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that one, that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Escaping the pressure right, and he'll just get rid of it.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Throwing is Allen on third. He completes it to the tight end, Knox. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Drake. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Allen. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Here's Allen to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Patriots ready to try again on offense. They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the fourth.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half, the adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room.